Most people think AI will simply replace information systems jobs. That's too simple. The future is not that every IS job disappears. The real change is harsher. Basic, repetitive, low-thinking work will disappear first, and people who only know how to operate tools will become less valuable. Information systems jobs are changing because businesses no longer need people only to enter data, generate basic reports, reset simple issues, or manually move information from one system to another. AI, automation, cloud platforms, dashboards, and AI agents can already handle many of those tasks faster. So the question is not, will information systems jobs exist? The real question is, what kind of information systems worker will still be useful? Think about a business analyst. In the past, a business analyst might spend hours collecting requirements, preparing documents, creating flowcharts, and writing reports. Now AI can help draft documentation, summarize meetings, analyze tickets, generate user stories, and identify patterns. So a weak business analyst who only writes notes is in trouble. But a strong business analyst who understands business processes, asks sharp questions, spots broken workflows, challenges bad requirements, and connects business needs with system design will become even more valuable. Same with data analysts. If someone only creates basic dashboards, AI can do a lot of that. But if they understand what metrics matter, why numbers changed, what data is missing, and what decision the business should take, they will still matter. The value is moving from producing information to interpreting information. That is the big shift. Future information systems jobs will not reward people for clicking buttons. They will reward people for understanding systems. CRM analysts will need to understand customer journeys, segmentation, privacy, automation, and AI-driven personalization. ERP specialists will need to understand finance, HR, supply chain, inventory, workflows, integration, and change management. Cybersecurity professionals will need to protect cloud systems, user access, APIs, AI tools, data privacy, and business continuity. Database professionals will need to manage not only storage, but data quality, governance, performance, security, and AI-ready datasets. Business intelligence professionals will need to move beyond dashboards and help leaders understand trends, risks, and decisions. Project managers will need to manage people, scope, change, data, security, vendors, and AI-driven tools. So yes, jobs will change, but they will not disappear equally. The jobs most at risk are the ones based on routine tasks, manual data entry, basic report generation, simple help desk responses, copy-paste admin work, basic dashboard creation, repetitive software testing, low-level system monitoring, document formatting, basic requirement writing. If your work is predictable, repetitive, and does not require judgment, AI is coming for it. That is the brutal truth. But the jobs that will grow are the ones that require judgment, business understanding, system thinking, security awareness, ethical reasoning, and the ability to work with AI instead of competing against it. Future IS roles may include AI systems analyst, data governance specialist, automation consultant, cloud systems manager, cybersecurity analyst, AI product owner, business process designer, enterprise architect, and AI governance manager. These roles will need people understand both business and technology, not just coding, not just management, both. Because information systems sit in the middle of people, process, data, and technology. And that middle space is becoming more important, not less. But here's the catch. Many students and professionals are preparing for the wrong version of the future. They are still learning tools like the tool itself is the career. That is weak thinking. A tool changes. Today it's Power BI. Tomorrow it is something else. Today it is SAP. Tomorrow it is a new cloud ERP. Today it is one CRM. Tomorrow it is an AI native platform. If your value is only that you know one tool, your value is fragile. The stronger skill is understanding the logic behind systems. How does information flow? Where does data come from? Who uses it? What decision does it support? What process does it improve? What risk does it create? What should be automated? What needs human judgment? That is the mindset future employers will care about. AI will also make communication skills more important. That may sound strange, but it is true. As AI handles more technical output, humans need to become better at asking questions, explaining problems, translating business needs, challenging assumptions, and helping teams adopt new systems. A person who understands technology but cannot communicate with business users will struggle. A person who understands business but cannot understand systems will also struggle. The strongest people will be translators. They will translate business problems into system requirements, data into decisions, AI outputs into practical action, and technical risks into leadership language. That is where the future opportunity is. But there is also an ethical side. As information systems become more AI-driven, professionals will need to think about data privacy, bias, cybersecurity, accountability, transparency, and human impact. If an AI system rejects a loan, flags an employee, predicts customer behavior, or recommends a business decision, someone must understand whether the system is fair, reliable, and explainable. This means future IS jobs will not only be technical, they will also involve responsibility. Today, businesses are moving towards systems that do more with less human effort. That means smaller teams may manage larger systems. One skilled person with AI tools may do the work that previously required several average workers. That is not motivational talk. That is reality. Average workers will be squeezed. High-skill workers will be amplified. So if you want to survive in information systems, do not just learn software names. Learn business processes, learn databases, learn cybersecurity basics, learn cloud systems, learn analytics, learn AI tools, learn project management, learn privacy and ethics, learn how systems fail, learn how decisions are made. Most importantly, learn how to think in systems. At the Learning Studio, the goal is simple: to understand the future of information systems jobs honestly. AI will not remove the need for information systems. It will remove the comfort zone. The people who only follow instructions, enter data, make basic reports, and depend on one tool will struggle. But the people who understand business problems, design better workflows, manage data responsibly, use AI intelligently, and connect technology with real decisions will become more valuable. Because the future does not belong to people who simply use systems. It belongs to people who understand them, improve them, and know when not to trust them blindly.